Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gemma and this is Raining Cats and Bobbins. Great to have you here. If you're new to this channel, then welcome. Please feel free to check out my other videos and subscribe if you like to see more. So today I'm going to do a plans video. I don't think I've either never done a plans video or I haven't done one for a very long time because I don't generally plan stuff. not when it comes to sewing anyway. I just see what I want to make. But I figure I'm feeling like the motivation coming back to sew again after I did like a load of sewing before, and I really loved all the stuff that I make. I'm really hoping I can keep that up. So I had a couple of things in mind that I thought I kind of fancy making. So we're gonna see what happens really. It's not like a set in stone plans. Like if I don't get around to it, or if I change my mind, that's just the way it is. I'm not gonna, get on to myself about it. Life is too short. But I thought I'd just share some things with you that I'm thinking of having a go with. So I actually do still have a fair few project bags. Some of them actually only have like 12 fabric cut out. So I don't really class it as a proper project bag because I've not cut into like nice fabric and it's just sat there waiting. I think there's one or two of those, or maybe just one of those. Well, yeah. I think maybe just a couple, but a couple of those I've pulled out. So I'm not too worried about those, but the ones that I have started on some proper fabric, I'm actually starting to get around to where I actually might want to finish making them up. So I've pulled a couple of those. I need to grab some over there. But anyway, let's have a gander at what I've picked out. So this one, I can't remember whether you've probably seen me show the pattern before. I can't remember whether I've shown you any of the roughly made up stuff. This one is, let me see if I've got my pattern piece. One of my project bags. Here we go, just getting the pattern envelope. So this is a pair of pajamas, and I really would like to make some pajamas ready for winter coming. Winter is coming, people. And yeah, I would like to make some new pajamas ready for then. So this one is some fabric that I got for free at, I don't even remember, like a de-stash table or something like that. I can't quite remember. But anyway, I thought that this would be the perfect fabric to just trial this out, see how the pattern goes, what I think of it, and if it bangles up, I'm not too precious about it. So yeah, so this is the pattern. So it's a quick sew, and so far I've made the trousers and I've started with the blouse. And the trousers I absolutely love. I've not finished them. I need to hem them. Okay, so that's how far I've got with that. But have I done the rest? No, I've hemmed them. No, sorry, I've hemmed them, but I need to do the waistband. That's the waistband, which I pretty much just need to add the elastic. But otherwise, from what I can remember, I loved the fit of these. They were a great fit, and actually I was like, these would just make perfect normal trousers. And I did put a thing out on Instagram like, is that okay? Can I use a pajama pattern as a trouser pattern? Is that done? And the general consensus was, yeah, go for it. So I might at some point make these into just a normal trouser. Oh, it's all a bit creased and whatnot. Obviously it's been stuck in a project bag. But yeah, so I might give that a go. I'm going to finish it first. Obviously check that I'm happy. Wow, it really phrased. Check that I'm actually happy with how that's come out. But if it does, I think I remember that they needed to be a little bit longer. But so I'll need to remember that for future makes. But otherwise, from what I can remember, it was pretty good. Now I did start these a little while ago. I think I've put a little bit of weight on since then. So whether or not they still fit okay remains to be seen. But I remember at the time I was really impressed and looking forward to getting those done. Let me just grab the rest. Oh, dropping everything. Now I can't remember and I can remember bits and pieces. So I know I was working on the top and it was going okay. And then, because like I've done like the collar, look at that. and then I stopped for some reason because I think it did something and I was like, oh, I don't like how that looks. I think it's in here. I don't know whether I've done something wrong, but I was just like, it just looks really messy. Like the fact that you can see all that. I imagine it probably was meant to be tucked inside, and I obviously have measured wrong and not had enough to do that, or I'm not sure. But I was a bit like, oh, I'm not sure about that. But I'm going to finish it off anyway, because it looks like all I've got to do is add the sleeves, sew down the side seams and do the buttons. And if that's the case, I'm going to... Oh, I've got a pin in there. What's the pins for? There's obviously pins marking the placement of something. Not too sure what. Maybe where the buttons start. But I mean, the actual collar looks lovely. Look at that. But yeah, that part, not so great. And I was a bit like, it just doesn't look very attractive, does it? So I probably have bungled it up somewhere. I think this is kind of how the Libby was meant to go. Do you remember me speaking about the Libby in the last video? And it does this weird thing where you have to cut a bit and one part gets tucked under and then this part, but it just leaves raw edges unless I'm doing it wrong, which is entirely possible. So I'm going to finish that, and then I'm going to see what I can do to make it look better on the inside. So yes, because I've got at least another 2 fabrics that I want to use for pajamas. And then, yeah, so there isn't actually, I don't think, that much of these left to do. So these should hopefully be done pretty quick. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, how, like, loud is that fabric? I mean, isn't it amazing? If I was to wear these out, you would see me coming. But anyway. So, yeah, pajamas are on my list. And then if I'm happy with those, at some point, yeah, I'll make proper, not proper ones, but ones out of fabric I actually really do like. So yeah, so that's a project. And then I've picked out another one, which I have started. Again, it's a toile fabric, and this is the Chandler pants. So I started these a while ago, and I actually just cut out like a short length, as if for shorts. I wouldn't wear them as shorts, and actually I'm not planning to use this fabric, because once I actually started using it and had a closer inspection, and I can't remember where I got it from. I want to say that I got it from Fabricland, and that was years ago, because that's now closed. But I honestly am not sure. But the fabric is horrible. Oh, like, it's really, really horrible. Like, I mean, it hurts the eyes when you look at it. And it's got, like, part of it's got, like, a weird sheen to it. It frays like I've never, like awful. Look at it. And it's just not particularly nice to work with. But anyway, I got so far, and then I had a try on, and literally it's like I'm wearing MC Hammer pants. Like, the crotch is so far down, it's practically at my knees, but it's all the way around. And I watched some videos to work out on how to sort of fix, like, fitting for pants, trousers. And who was it? Lifting Pins and Needles? I want to say Lifting Pins and Needles. I'll write it down the bottom. I think she did one actually on the Chandler pants, or was it the Arden pants? Might have been the Ardens. But she gave loads of really good advice on what to look for and where it's going too big. And as mine is all the way round, I'm pretty sure what I can just do to the whole thing is just lift everything up. Obviously at a proper point, but I can just front and back. I'm gonna literally just, I'm gonna do it on this pair first. I'm just gonna tuck it all the way around and sew it, and then see if that fits. And if that does, then I can make a full pair. So I'm going to carry on working on this pair for now, just because, you know, I don't want to waste any more sort of toile fabric, and I might as well just make changes on here where I can. So I'm literally just going to tuck a load up, like literally I guess like a pleat, a load up, and then see how that goes. I actually, from what I can remember, was quite enjoying the make of these. They seem to be coming along quite nice. Got a lovely little sort of pocket bit here, massive pocket actually, and it just was really quite nice. Obviously I'm not doing a fly zip or anything like that, any sort of, actually what is the opening? I don't even know how these open, or are they just pull on? I'm not sure. I think they're pull on, and it's obviously elasticated. I just don't know if it's elasticated all the way around. I can't remember. It's been a while. But anyway, I'm going to carry on with those and see how I get on. And then hopefully be able to go ahead and make a proper pair. Now, I have some fabric, which I think I spoke about it in my makes video last time. I'd made this like burgundy type Stevie, one of the Stevies. And I've got some fabrics, like a stone colour fabric, I think. Stone colour, mushroomy type fabric, I can't remember, that I also got from Walthamstow. I think I got it from the same place, which I think will go really nicely together, and I want to make this pattern out of that fabric, and I'm going to, once I suss the fitting with these, because if that fabric does get a bit bungled, as much as I want obviously those things to be paired together, I'm not super precious about it. Like, it was only about £1 or £2 a metre, so I don't want to mess it up and not be able to have it, but better that than something that was more expensive. But I'm going to keep working with these for now until I sort of am happy with the fit. So yeah, that's something that I've pulled out, and I'm like, I would like to carry on with that. Then a couple of, there is one more project bag, which I'll show you in a minute, but that's over there, so I'll show you what I've got to hand here. Sorry for the rustling, just chuck that on the floor. Then a couple of new things that I've never made before. Oh, actually one repeat, which I'll quickly show you. The Shiona top. I keep going on about it. I'm actually finally going to make it. I have started one and I've just got to hem it. I think I need to pull it in at the sides a bit. I'm not sure about it, but that's just the fabric. The fabric's nice. It's a good quality. It's a leopard print. It's very bright. It feels very bright, and I'm not sure about that on me. And I've done it as a shorter one with like a peplum, like a gathered peplum, and maybe it's the style because I haven't made that before. But I've got two other fabrics, like jersey fabrics, which will be great for just standard basic t-shirts, just the normal one that I've made before. So, and those will be really quick and easy to do. I was going to try and do some sewing today, but I don't think I'm going to have time now because I'm talking to all of you, which I've wanted to do anyway. So sewing can wait a bit, and I've got some time off coming up soon. So yeah, I can make those and I can be fairly quick with those. I would like to just get some more t-shirts in my wardrobe, just for sort of the coming weather, like obviously getting colder, like the nice layering pieces. So yes, I might even do them longer sleeved. Maybe, we'll see. But anyway, yeah, I am gonna make some of those. Now these ones are all stuff that I haven't made before. So I've got another trouser pattern. I've pulled this out. Whether or not I try it yet, I don't know, because I do kind of want to see how I get on with the Chandler pants. But when I looked online, I've looked at like the hashtag and stuff, and I really like what people have made. And it seems to be quite a forgiving fit. And I don't know, I just quite like the look of them. Now that is the Sabrina Slims by Love Notion. So they look like they're quite a simple make, but they also look really nice. Plus they give you loads of hints and tips in the instructions with like problem solving, etc. Like if you have problems with the crotch being too long or too short, and if you've got camel toe and all that sort of good stuff. Knock knee, I don't even know what a knock knee is, but you've got knock knees. Anyway, sway back and low seat and blah, 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 blah. I'm hoping I'm not going to have any of those problems, but you never know. Is there even instructions in this, or is this is just how to fit them? I've not even printed the instructions off. I've printed out the how to adjust it. I Okay, so I will need to get the instructions. I guess this once I could use them on my tablet or phone or something, but I do prefer to have physical instructions in front of me. I can scribble all over, and I just prefer that. But that's not what these are. And it even says how to custom fit. Oh goodness sake. So anyway, but yeah, I think I kind of want to try them, but I might see how I get on with Chandler's first. I need to see what actual fabric this needs to be made from, whether it needs to be a stretch or what. Oh, knit versus, oh, it could be either. It could be out of a ponte, or it can be a woven. So it's nice that you get the option. I don't have any woven, any stretch, any knits. So it would have to be a woven. And I don't actually know if I've got any woven fabric. So this might not get made anyway, just because I don't think I've got any fabric for it. We'll see. That's something I can have a look at as I come to it. But yeah, definitely Chandler's first, I think. Another one that I want to try is the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo dress. Now, when it was all summer and hot and lovely, I did want to make sort of the full length and have like a maxi dress. But now that it's not summer anymore, I am thinking of doing more sort of this length that I can either wear with tights or leggings, and then I can just put some ankle boots or knee length boots, something like that. So I'm thinking more along the lines of that now. Maybe with the longer sleeves, I don't know, you know, I can mix and match. But oh yeah, that's like the normal one, the original and the add-on. So yeah, that's my thought, is that I was sort of thinking, oh, I would quite like to make some sort of tunic, almost dress length top thing that I can have over, yeah, leggings or tights with some boots, you know, and then it'll be my big chunky cardi, and then, you know, scarf and hat, and oh, just be beautiful for like autumn and winter. And I think I definitely do have fabrics for that. One of them I might just make, I've got some fabric, black fabric, that I was going to save for another pair of trousers, but I kind of just want a plain black dress because I don't really have one, and I think this would be quite nice for it. So yes, that's something that I think will potentially get made, well, definitely will potentially get made, and maybe on the sooner scale. Another one to sort of go with that as it's kind of similar is the chalk and notch fringe dress, which I think is also really lovely. I love how this all fits here, and actually I like this. What's the one by Deer and Dime, My Sotis? I'm wondering if I can actually merge. I'm going to see how this fits first, but I feel like I could merge those onto it because that's a much nicer fit, I think. Some of the My Sotis ones I've made, I don't like that it still comes up here because it just wants to fold back. This is how I think it would be. I would like it more. For now, I'm just gonna bodge it and just fold them under and top stitch. We won't discuss that just now. Anyway, but yeah, I love the look of this, and I think that again, this could be a really nice like tunic, dress length type thing. Something that would be great for the seasons that I can layer up. And I would probably go for the button one. Whether or not I make them work in buttons or not, I don't know, but I'd probably go for that one. I think I like the shape of that better. Some nice ties at the back, give it a bit of shaping, and then yeah, have it just maybe just above the knee, so that covers my bum enough, but I can still wear it with, yeah, leggings or tights. But yeah, that's one that I've been wanting to make for a while. You can actually make this into just a top as well. I've seen it on, like if you look at the hashtag on Instagram, they've completely omitted this part and just lengthened the top into a nice shirt. I think the one that I saw that I was like, oh, I want this, it was sort of a little bit scooped, and that, yeah, and I think they just obviously I can't remember. Oh, actually, I would have to look it up, because I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they didn't extend that. So maybe it was still cut off and lengthened, but I don't think it was gathered like that. I'll have to find the picture. If I can find it, I'll pop that here. But yeah, that's the picture that I saw that made me want to have this pattern. I'll see if I can find it. I probably have screenshot it. If any time I see something, I'm like, oh my God, I love that. I take a screenshot in the thought, oh, I'll look back through that. I never do, but it's there just in case. Right, another one. I'm slowly going up the different layers. So the next one's going to be a cardigan, because I've got some nice fabric that I got from Wolverstone Market. It's black with like a gold metallic thread type going through it. And I was just having a quick look through my cardigan patterns, and I've got this, and I think that actually that would be quite nice. Really nice layering piece, quite nice and snugly. I love the look of these sort of like long cuff bits on the arms. Looks really like it would be super simple. If you look at like the line drawing there, I mean, I don't think you can get much more simple than that. So yeah, I'd like to give this a go. If anyone's made this, I'd love to know just your thoughts on the sizing. That's always the part that trips me up, is the sizing, because obviously a lot of times what it says on here and how it actually makes up can be so different. So yeah, this I think would be quite nice. And if that goes quite well, I mean, I don't actually have any other knit fabrics. I don't think I've got many, so I probably will only be able to make the one just for now, but one is all I need, you know. That'll do me for the little while anyway. So yeah, so that's something that I think I'd quite like to make, and I think that could be quite a nice quick easy project. And then the next layer out is coats, jackets sort of thing. So the first one is this. So I do have fabric for that. Again, I got it from the Wolverstone Market where I seem to get most of my fabric. And yeah, it's not the name that's on this pattern is not what it's called now. It's called something like the folding jacket or unfolded jacket, or I think that it's got something to do with folding. I might be wrong, but yeah, I'd like to make this. My friend Trudy's made this, and I love that coat so much. She's done such a fabulous job with it, and I'm like, I want to make that too, sorry. So yeah, I would really like to give this a go. I've got like it feels like a really thick felt type material, and I think that would be quite a nice transitional piece. So before it sort of gets too cold, or even when it is quite chilly, over like a big cardi or something big and chunky, I think it would work quite nicely. So I'd quite like to make that, and I have found some tutorials on YouTube which I've saved, as I have for the chalk and notch pattern. I'm pretty sure I've saved a couple of tutorials on YouTube, because if I can have something visual, I like to. So yeah, I've got something saved for that one. So hopefully that will be fairly quick and easy. And then the last one, whether or not I do actually get around to this, I don't know, but I want to give it a try. I am pretty sure it is going to be about 3 sizes too big, but if that's the case, I'll give it away, or I'll just have a bloody massive coat, you know, why not? And that is this one. Oh, do you remember this? I'm pretty sure this was on my first ever Make 9, which is probably like a decade ago, which I'm pretty sure is when I cut it out. This has been in a project bag for so long. Like, if moths haven't eaten at it, I will be so surprised. So I really should check it over. But yeah, I want to get this finished. I've not even started. It's been cut out, and that is it. Like, not one stitch has taken place. And I've still got loads and loads of pins, which I would like back now, please. So I really want to have a go at this. Plus, it's got some awesome lining fabric. I don't know if you remember, but ages and ages ago, I found a bed sheet which had cat astronauts all over it. And it's in here, and I want to use it because they were so cute. So yes, I'm gonna have a go at making this. So again, if you have made this and you have found maybe a tutorial or something that you found really helpful, then yeah, please let me know. I feel a little bit intimidated by this one, only because obviously it's one of sort of like the big 4 patterns, and they can be a bit more complicated, and I just haven't made a coat before. I mean, it's got to be one of the simplest coats out there. Like, it has 1 button. I mean, I might add more onto it because 1 just seems a bit stupid, but there you go. But yeah, I want to give it a go. Like, come on, Gemma, pull on your big girl panties and try. So that's my tentative plans. Oh, I'll give you a couple of crochet plans. Hold on. So the socks that I showed you last time, oh, suddenly the sun has really come out. Hope I'm not like all ghostly white. Anyway, yeah, lost my train of thought. The slipper socks. So I've started another pair, which I just picked this yarn up from the Seeded D-Stash. Seeded is a shop and they have a D-Stash every now and then. So I've done one. For some reason, the heel did not come out as well. I think I was not paying much attention maybe when I was making this one so much, and I think all the, I don't know, I might have missed stitches, add stitches, I don't know. But the heel is so different. I mean, it might be the because this is, I think, only a DK, whereas the other one was like a chunky. Sorry, that's still on the side from last time. I've not done anything with it. But yeah, so I've done one, and my mum has tried this one, and this is a pretty good fit for her. So at least I know for when I make her some that this will be, you know, what I need to make. So I've got some yarn to do the second side, so I'm gonna get that done. And then obviously I do want to make some from the same yarn that I did my cardigan in. I haven't dyed that yet. I've not even bought dye yet. So I do want to make those up. And to be fair, they are quite quick and easy to make up. And then another thing that I'm making, which well, it's kind of meant to be for Halloween. I'm not doing anything for Halloween. I'll probably just sit at home and potentially let trick-or-treaters come to the door. I'm not sure yet. I'll see how I feel and how much like sweets I can get in. But yeah, I'm making myself a nice witchy hat. Obviously I've got more to do, and then the brim. It's my first time trying on. That looks so dodgy. I think this is meant to be more sort of like that, and then I'll obviously have a big brim or something, and then yeah. Look at it. Invasion of the cone-headed people. Anyway, oh, that was the first time I've actually tried it on and been able to see what it looks like. And yeah, we'll see. Anyway, this is just for a bit of fun, to be honest, and just to try my skill, you know, keep working my crochet skills, because obviously I'm still quite new to it, and you know, I'm still learning. So, but this is, I'm not even doing this by a pattern, and that's something I really need to learn, is how to go by a pattern. This is going by a video on YouTube, but you know, whatever. It's amusing me, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, yeah, so that's one of my plans that I've already started. I think that's it. And yeah, there was a couple of other bits that I was considering. Like, I got the add-on, so Over It does the Betty dress. There's like an expansion pack to do different necklines, and I just bought like the scoop neck, because obviously the normal Betty is quite high. It is all right, but it is still a little bit high for me. I would prefer the scoop. And I did sort of think, oh yeah, I've got a couple of patterns which I think the scoop would be quite nice. Do you remember from my Walthamstow market, I've got the one that's got that big face on it with like the sunglasses and stuff. I thought that would be quite nice in the Betty dress, and I'd quite like it as the scoop. But I don't know, like coming into winter, I'm like, is it even worse making dresses? Like, I mean, I guess I could wear it with tights and boots. I could wear it with tights and boots, actually, that one at least. Well, yeah, I might add that on to my list. We will see. So potentially a Betty dress, lower on the list, but yeah. I mean, do you still make dresses in the winter that probably would have been for summer, for like warmer weather? I'd be interested to know. I mean, obviously it will save for next year. It's not like it's going to go off. So I might add that on as a maybe. I have cut out the Kalispell dress by Itch to Stitch, but I have put that to the side for now. It's going to become a project bag, I think, just because everything that I made last time had so few pieces, like 3 or 4 maybe, and then this one has about 65 pieces. And I think I've just found that a little bit overwhelming. Like, that's a lot of pieces, and I already bungled it up like straight away. I was like counting all my pieces, and I was like, oh, I can at least get the bits interfaced that needed interfacing. And oh, sorry babe, and I'd not cut something out. and I didn't have any of the fabric left. Like, I literally used every square inch that I could, so I've had to do like find some like fabric that can be just like the facing lining. And yeah, now I'm sort of like, you can go to timeout for a bit, like think about what you've done. So that has been cut out, but yeah, it's not going to get made up just yet. We'll see. Anyway, I think that's it. So yeah, that's some tentative plans from me for sewing and a little bit of crochet. Do you plan your makes, or do you just go with the flow, fly by the seat of your pants maybe? I'd love to know what you, yeah, what do you tend to do? If you've got plans, what are you planning on making? Are you making for the coming season, or do you just not care and just make whatever you fancy? Like, let me know, let's chat, pop it down below, and yeah, let me know what you're doing. But yeah, that's it for now. I think I will speak to you soon. I'll probably do maybe a review next. I'm thinking I might just start with the sapphire trousers, because I really do love those and I want to share that love. But yeah, so if you might be interested in that, then keep your eyes peeled. Remember to subscribe, and you can always tap the bell so you'll be notified when I release another video. Which, yeah, I'll probably do a few reviews just to go through the stuff that I've made and give you a bit more detail. But I hope you're all okay. I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.